So what does Seduction, Cease and Desist, and Seagate have in common? Well, besides being a typical tech story, the answer is hidden in this small form factor hard drive. Stick around, we're going to get right into it. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're taking a look at this Shugart Associates Model 1004 small form factor hard drive. And I say small form factor with the largest of air quotes that I could muster. Watch your fingers, 'cause it'll get you. This thing is a monster. Here, give you an idea. This is 1 foot or 30 centimeters across, just to kind of give you an idea of the size of this thing. It's really large, especially, let me scoot it out of the way, especially when you compare it to something more modern, like an SSD drive. Give you an idea, this thing is about the size of the front plastic bezel of this hard drive. It's incredible how far we've come. But between here and here, something from the 70s and something that's much more modern, I want to show you guys this here. This is another hard drive that kind of bridges the gap between the two. This is from the 80s. It's a SCSI drive. You can tell by its 50-pin connector there. Still quite massive, especially when you compare it to a modern hard drive. But even newer than this one, but not quite as new as this, is a SATA drive, which you probably have. If you had a computer from the 2000s, this was the type of drive you had there. From around 2008, it says that like 99% of computers had a SATA drive inside of it. The really interesting part is how much these share. This one is kind of the odd one out. This one does not have any moving parts, so it's quite a bit different from these units here. But they share quite a bit in common, these three at least. For example, a motor and the control board here. And we've got a motor here and a control board. A gigantic motor and a control board. Something else that I noticed when I was looking at these, I saw this here. Let me see if I could show you guys this. See that little hole right there? Well, that's a breather port. There's a little filter back behind there that allows air to come in and allows the unit to breathe. And when you look at this unit here, let's see if I could show you inside here. Where did it go? It's so big it couldn't have went too far. There it is. This thing weighs like 40 pounds. So see that down in there? Does that look familiar? It's a huge canister air filter. Let's see if I can get a better shot of this. This thing is so ridiculously heavy. So it also has an air filter, just like the more modern drives. But let's face it, we're not here today to talk about drives. We're here to talk about, well, Seduction, Cease and Desists, and Seagate, right? Well, that story starts in 1970 with a gentleman by the name of Alan Shugart. Shugart Associates, right? The creator of this. So Alan Shugart worked for IBM in the 70s, and he did what any respectable tech engineer does. He decided to get out on his own and start his own company. He was seduced into creating another IBM. But the fact of the matter is, after a couple years, he didn't have much to show for it, and, well, he was broke. So Shugart Associates decided to fire him. Or he quit. There's quite a bit of debate whether he quit or he was fired. And since Alan Shugart has since passed away, we may never know the answer to that question. But nevertheless, he was not about to be out of the game. So, though he was no longer employed with Shugart and Associates, he did again what any respectable tech professional would do. He found another friend with money and started another company, Shugart Technologies. You see where I'm going with this? Problem. We've got Shugart and Associates, which is still a viable company at that time, then owned by Xerox. And now the original founder of that company starts a new company, Shugart Technologies. So the cease and desist letters started flying. Shugart had to abandon the name Shugart Technologies, even though it was his name, in favor of another company that he started. Yeah, there it is. Seagate. It's a company you no doubt have heard of. So, one tech engineer really helped revolutionize what we have as hard drives. I'd urge you to take a look at a wiki that I've got linked in the description below. Do a quick read if this interests you, because it really is because of Alan Shugart that we have a technology such as this, which has been made better and better until we finally get something that we could really kind of be thankful for, just for the sheer size and weight of it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.